Okay, let me get a document. Now this is for, we're not going to have this conversation on the phone. The conversation on the phone is, you can own a home for equal to or less than you're paying for in rent. When can we get together so I can show you all the homes that match your criteria? If they're paying $2,000 a month in rent, I know from my experience that they can buy a home for roughly $2,700, $2,800 a month in monthly payment. And the net is $2,000 a month, because the government in this country generously allows us mortgage interest deduction and tax deductions. So when the buyer comes to the office and they say that their rent is $2,000 a month, I pull out a sheet of paper and I write $2,000 a month. That's your comfort level, right? So role play with me. You're the buyer. That's your comfort level, Deborah?
Yes, that's my comfort level. Yes.
Okay, great. And assuming that you can qualify, you have good credit, because we've asked those questions prior to booking the appointment. How's your credit? Is there anything that stands in the way from you thinking that you could buy a home? Nope. So now we're face to face, and they tell me that their comfort level is $2,000 a month. How much are taxes in your area on a
about 3,000 now.
$3,000 a year? So is that 200 is 24, so $250 a month?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Buyer, one of the cool things when you own a house and you get a mortgage is you have a principal, your monthly payment, mortgage monthly payment consists of principal and interest, taxes, insurance, and private mortgage insurance if you're putting less than 20% down. Is that still the case, Deborah?
That is the case, yes.
Okay, it's been a while for me, so.
Yep.
So you have 4 payments that go into your mortgage payment. Your principal and interest payment in the first few years of your mortgage, do you think is mostly principal? You're paying down principal, or do you think you're paying down interest, Mr. Buyer?
Paying down interest.
Yeah, so 95% of your payment goes towards interest. That is tax deductible. Taxes are tax deductible. Your insurance is tax deductible. And your private mortgage insurance is tax deductible. So, let's just do a $300,000 house, for example, and you're putting 5% down, so you're going to finance $285. 540 times 2. Okay, there. Are you with me? Okay, watch this.
Yeah.
So your monthly principal and interest payment is $1,539. You got taxes roughly of $250 a month. Homeowners insurance. How much is homeowners insurance on a $300,000 house?
About $1,500.
1,500 divided by 12. 1,500 divided by 12 is 125. And then private mortgage insurance, what will that be?
The PMI about 118, some 120. Let's say 120.
120 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I add those up, 120 plus 125 plus 250, and we're going to use 95% of the 1,539. So 0.95 of 1,539 means we can write off approximately $1,462.05. So if I add these numbers up, I've got 1957.05 per month. The total payment, your total payment that you got to pay every month is $1,539 plus $250 plus $125 plus $120. So your total payment is $2,034, right where you want to be. You want to be at $2,000 a month. However, the government will allow you to write off everything I just described. Now, times 12 months, if I take a $1,957 monthly deduction times 12, I have a $25,518 tax deduction. If you're in a 28% tax bracket, and most people are paying more, so I'll be conservative, that equals a tax deduction, an annual tax deduction of $7,145.04. Annual tax deduction. If we divide that by 12, that equals a $600 per month subsidy. So what that really means, Mr. Buyer, Deborah, is you can go as high as $2,600 a month in a housing payment, and it's equal to $2,000 in rent. Well, they go, well, Brian, I don't have $2,600 a month to pay the mortgage. So you change your withholdings, because you know how you have withholdings and your withholdings get taken out of your paycheck every month so that at the end of the year, you're able to pay your taxes. Well, because we know about this subsidy, you can change your withholdings to increase your take-home pay so that you can pay the $2,600 a month. Now, if I just do this, do you know what I'll do? The factor is 5,600. This equals $111,000 in sales price. So instead of looking at a $300,000 house, you can look at a $400,000 house. Do you think we'd find the house in the area that you want? Now, if we want to just double check this, we can, let's do it again. So let's do 400,000. I just want to check my math. 400,000. So you need 20,000 down, which equals a loan of 380. 375. So your total payment, so if I take 95% of your principal and interest payment, that's $1,949 is tax deductible, $300 in taxes is deductible, $140 is deductible, and $175 is deductible. That means that your deduction is $2,564.40, which I'll calculate in a second. Your total monthly payment is $2,052 plus 300 plus 140 plus 175. Your total monthly payment is $2,667. But by buying a $400,000 house, you have an annual tax deduction of $2,564. 12. That equals $33,000 $435. Now listen to my language. $33,435 of your annual income that you don't have to pay taxes on. If you're in a 28% tax bracket, and most are in more, that equals a $9,361.80 deduction. Divide that by 12 equals, the government is subsidizing you. You're going to pay $780 less in monthly taxes so that you can make your mortgage payment and live in a beautiful home.
That is awesome.
And then you end with the disclosure. Obviously, you want to check with your CPA. But these numbers are very close to accurate. They're approximate. They're not precise.
Okay.
Now, what's really cool about this is that you can use this campaign, and you now know that anybody says that they've got a $2,000 a month rent, you can get them into a $400,000 house. In fact, in your market, there are $300,000 houses. So maybe 1,500 is the number that you're looking for when you do your advertising. If you're paying $1,500 a month or more in rent, email me and we'll show you 3 houses that you can buy for equal to or less. And Deborah, I got to tell you, I have sold hundreds of homes in my career, hundreds, because of this tax deduction conversation. Because most people think, okay, $2,000 a month in rent, that's my housing budget, right? It's not. What we need to confirm is that you still can write off all of your property taxes. You still can write off mortgage interest, and you still can write off insurance. And because I don't know if hazard insurance is deductible. If it's not, no big deal. It's still,
I don't think that is, but the rest of probably is, I think.
So that's a huge deduction.
Makes a big difference in the conversation.
Huge.
And Delaware actually has a 2% tax. What is it? Every year for first-time home buyers, a program.
Oh, okay. I'm not even aware of that.
Yeah.
So that's great. And if the monthly payment is still a little uncomfortable for them, you can talk to them about your interest rate offset program, where they can get in at 4% for year 1, 5% for year 2, and then it's 6% for year 3 and every year after.
Yeah.
And many times we can negotiate for the seller to pay the cost of that offset.